All right, right now ain't nothing wrong with my computer. It's working fine, but I don't know how long it's gonna stay like this. But we'll see when somebody joins. We'll see what's up. We'll see what's up. What's going on? What's going on? I'm good, bro. I'm blessed. I can't complain at all. Really. This weekend, I just hung out. Honestly, bro. I didn't do nothing too crazy. Hung out with some friends. Went out. Stayed out the way. Brainstormed some content ideas that I'm gonna be dropping for y'all soon. So it's pretty much all I did, bro. Uh, where do you want to take? Where do you want to take this YouTube thing? Love your vids, by the way. I appreciate you, bro. I do it for y'all for real. But really, I just want to inspire. That's my overall goal with this. Simple as that, bro. I want to be able to go on here, share my message, my past experiences, in hopes that it could touch the next person and help them grow and reach different levels within themselves. So that's really my goal, bro. And I've been doing it. I have a good amount of support, more than I could even thought. Even though I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but I'm thankful to even be where I'm at. So that's pretty much where I want to take it, bro. Continue to grow, but definitely enjoy the process along the way. You got to, because you never know how far you can take something. You just got to enjoy everything and be in the moment. So that's where I really want to take, bro. But I'm blessed. I'm thankful for y'all. Y'all amazing, man. I cannot complain at all. One thing I will say is that so many of y'all is into different stuff. So I'll post my regular like inspirational, motivational videos, and then somebody may want to see like a health and fitness type video, or they want to see like a day in the life type of dieting video. So I guess just understanding that balance it'll definitely help me, but it's all a part of the process, bro. Like I said, I'm thankful. I can't complain at all. But what's going on with y'all, man? What you got going on? I think it's one person in here right now. Everybody left. What's going on? How you doing? Talk to me, man. You're the only one in here. Yeah. What's going on, man? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling tonight? Everybody. Jordan Phillips, you still in here, Jordan? No, you're not in here no more, huh? How y'all feeling? Talk to me, man. K Dot, you still in here? Hey, Jordan, where you from, bro? Where you from? I be seeing you. You've been commenting on my videos since I had probably 90 subscribers, like 4 months ago, bro. You've been one of the day ones. I appreciate the support, bro. Love y'all for real. Where you from, Jordan? Where you from, bro? Let me say, are you from Ohio? Oh, word. That's crazy, bro. I was born in Ohio. That's cool. That's lit. Yeah, I don't know if you know where Dayton is, but I was born in Dayton, Ohio. For sure. For sure. For sure. For sure. You ain't got no questions for me? What's going on, bro? I think I don't know if it's tripping or if it's like lagging or something, but it only say two people in here right now. I want to make this a part of like my little routine. I know I don't think too many people be tuning into my lives yet, but I want to make this something to where I get on here and I just ask y'all questions, or y'all ask me questions, I answer them, and we just talk about life, whatever is going on throughout y'all day, work, relationships, health and fitness, anything. So really just stuff like that. But yeah, yes, sir. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, man? What's going on? Oh, Jordan, you said you from Ohio. Yeah, I already answered that one. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. How y'all feeling though? What's going on with y'all, man? Jordan, you said do another video on lust. That was actually one of my first like videos. It didn't blow up, but it was definitely one of the first ones that gave me any type of exposure. Um, I definitely do. I think I've done two already, but I'll definitely do another one for sure. Just because it's something that we all battle with. We're human at the end of the day, so it's just, especially being young. So I'll definitely make another video on lust, bro. I feel like the key thing with lust is just self control. That's really it. You're going to be exposed to different environments. You're going to be exposed to different type of people, regardless of who you are, what age you are. You just have to learn how to control yourself. You can't let that feeling, that desire of lust get the best of you. That's really all it is. It's more of a mental thing than anything else, bro. That's why I made that video. To be honest, it was something that I was battling with at that time, and I still have my flaws today. But just the whole idea of lust itself, we could simplify it and gain a sense of control through understanding exactly what's really going on. That desire in general. But what other type of videos y'all want to see me watch or see me do? I did lust. I did lust like twice. So I'm probably gonna I'll do another one for you though for sure, Jordan. I got you, bro. I really want to upgrade my camera so that I can start doing um, just more like day in the lives because I use my phone right now. So if I can't necessarily record with the front camera, it's just the quality is gonna be crazy. So I definitely I'm gonna upgrade soon, and then y'all gonna see a whole nother level for sure, bro. Got you. I got you. Do a video on decentering your life from romantic rhythm. That's a good one. I love that. I'll definitely do a video of that. I'm proud. Matter of fact, let me write that down right now. I got you for sure. I feel like too many people, like not too many people, understand the importance of just taking the pressure off of romantic relationships. I feel like it's so common for everyone to be in love. It's so common for everybody to be tied to someone that we don't understand the importance of being alone sometimes. We don't understand the importance of just being you without a partner. Just gaining that sense of control through independency, through solitude, and actually being alone, being content with who you are will make it possible for you to be able to be with someone else. So I love that. I've never heard that one before, but I'll definitely make a video on that one. I got you. You cut your hair? I did. I cut my hair twice, bro. Well, I think this is the third time. It was long at first when I was in Houston. Came home, it was hot. I was like, I'm gonna cut it down a little bit. I ended up cutting it down a little bit. I didn't really like the afro look too much. I was like, I'm just gonna cut it short for now, but I'll probably grow it back out in the winter. It just depends how I'm feeling, for sure. Um, People are scared to be alone. That's very true. I was somebody that was scared to be alone for a very, very long time. And I found out this all stems from lack of self value and self love. And not too many people are willing to admit that. But if you always need someone in your space, you got to understand that there's something going on within you to where you feel like you need to fill that void and have people around you 24/7. So I had to take myself out of the position of constantly wanting to be in love or constantly wanting to be in these romantic relationships, and really just learning myself, learning to value and love myself for who I am, for sure. Because we all have flaws, bro. You know, everyone has those little insecurities or whatever the case may be. But you have to be 100% content with who you are before you can add on to anyone else or any type of relationship in a healthy way. Or it's just going to be toxicity. It's going to be back and forth because you haven't found out who you really are. Would you get your other sleeve done? Yeah, yeah, I actually would. Um, I have one right here. You guys can't see it, but I have like one right here. Um, I'm definitely gonna finish it. I've just been so busy because, I've been doing these videos for y'all, and then I have other stuff going on in my life. Like I just graduated not too long ago, back and forth in Houston with my property. But I'm definitely gonna, I'm definitely gonna finish my sleeve for sure. Probably just get some more roses or something. I don't know. I feel like the thing about tattoos is it's just art. I'm not one of those people who feel like everything has to have a deeper meaning. I feel like the entire world is art, for sure. I feel like we're surrounded by art. So I love tattoos. I like it. Yeah. No, I appreciate you. Yeah. It's a blessing. Like a lot of people don't know I ain't made too many videos on this type of stuff, but I'm like the first person out of my other mom's five kids to graduate high school, let alone, go to college, get a degree, and all that other stuff. So I'm very thankful and blessed, for sure. Hey, where are you from, Cass? Because I'll be seeing you commenting. I appreciate the support a lot. Now that you on here, I want to let you know that I appreciate you so much. You be tuned in, you be locked in with me. I love you, and we a family for sure. But I appreciate you a lot. You dang near be on like every other video that I drop. So you know, I appreciate you a ton for sure. Congrats on graduating. What do you think? What do you think of marriage? Honestly, I love the idea of marriage. I feel like if two people can come together and learn how to properly love each other in a healthy way, expand and grow, build a family, I'm all for it. But I definitely do believe that there's a lot of people who don't understand the concept of love itself. You should want to see your partner grow. You should strive to continuously build and evolve, even as a couple. And not too many people understand that they just get together because they may have these feelings or these emotions for the next person, but they don't necessarily understand that you have to keep growing, because when you stop growing, you get that feeling of complacency. And when you get that feeling of complacency, you start to feel like you're missing something. You start to feel like there's a puzzle that is not complete. And then that's when everything just starts to spiral out of control. But yeah, no, bro, I definitely am one of those people that love the idea of marriage for sure. one day, hopefully, y'all see me on here. I'll talk about it if I ever get married. Got y'all. He said, I'm from New York. Much love to you. Your videos are really helpful. Yeah, I appreciate you. New York is crazy. I don't think I've ever been to New York, but that sounds cool. But I got you. If you ever need any type of specific video, I respond to every comment as long as I can up until, I don't know, but as long as I can, I'm gonna respond to every comment. But if you need anything, you going through anything, specific topics, you already know, just comment and I got you. Most definitely. Oh, that's a good video topic too, because I feel like our generation doesn't see the value of marriage. Yeah, most definitely. I'll see you hitting me with these topics. I got you. I promise you. I'll be working, but I'll definitely do that one too. Value of marriage. I like that. How you feeling? How you doing, bro? I'm blessed. I can't complain, bro. Like I can't tell you the last time that I woke up and I actually sat and complained, just simply because you know there's people who took their last breath today. So who am I to complain? Even if it's hard times, even if it is struggles, bro. Like I'm definitely blessed. I'm always smiling. I'm always thankful. How are you? What's going on with you, man? Let me write that down so I don't forget that. Understanding the value of marriage. What's going on? I don't even know how to pronounce that. Is it Everelli? What's going on? How you doing? How you doing, man? So I'm doing well myself. Just saw you were on and thought I'd stop by and swing, see the vibes are like. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you. I'm just right here hanging out, bro. It's not nothing too crazy. Just came to say what's up to y'all. Let y'all know I'm thankful and I'm blessed. If y'all got any questions, y'all already know I'm here in the flesh. It's me. So I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all most definitely. Hardest thing to overcome in life. Um, there's so many things and challenges that you have to overcome. But for me, I would say one of the biggest things in my life personally, like me and Cass was talking about, is just the importance of learning to be alone, learning to be content with who you are and what you have going on in your solitude, and really just letting everything else manifest itself. It's hard to be alone, especially if you come from a small family where you tend to like to stick together. You tend to put yourself in these relationships just to feel comforted, but you have to most definitely learn how to be alone. So that was probably one of the hardest things for me to overcome. Letting people go, bro, for sure. And said, do you have any fun summer plans like vacations? No, to be honest, this is probably like one of the first summers that I kind of settled down a little bit because I just been so busy. Like I said, I just came back from Houston. What, maybe 2 months ago when you guys seen me recording in Houston. So I just been busy, and I don't have nothing too crazy going. I'm in California, so it's beautiful weather, beaches, there's things to do everywhere. So I can go out a weekend, come back home, and just leave it at that. Really. What you got going on, Cass? I ain't never been to New York. You got to tell me how New York is, cause I've only known I think one person that's ever been to New York. I appreciate you, Avery. I appreciate you. You already know. We a family. We locked in. Y'all my peoples for real. Funny because the other day somebody commented on my video and they were like, By the way, there's girls that watch your videos. You know they're really helpful, but I know you say bro a lot, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I'll work on that because in my videos, after every other line, I'll be like, yeah, good job, bro, or keep going, bro, whatever. But I definitely my next upcoming videos, I didn't say bro once, strictly for y'all. So I got y'all for sure. Where are you from? I'm from Ohio, but I was raised in California. So yeah, I guess you can say I'm from Cali, but I just I was born in Ohio, moved out in California when I was in the second grade. So I kind of just been here ever since. So you have to come to New York. I was born and raised there, but there are still things I've never seen. Yeah, I definitely will take a trip. It'll probably be for something like New Year's. You know how they be having the crazy stuff going on, so it'll probably be something like that. But eventually, I'll definitely probably take a trip down there. I heard New York is big on fashion. So, and I like clothes, so I'll definitely do that. Most definitely. I'm turning 30 this year, so planning a trip to Bali. That's crazy. Bali, I've never been there. Even when I was in the military, I've been to like Southeast, like China area, but Bali is pretty crazy. You definitely, I want to say show me, but I don't know if you like record no videos of it, but most definitely enjoy yourself. That's a blessing. I want to go there one day. Bali is lit. Where else have you been? Or that's like your first major trip? Thoughts on cheating? Mm, cheating is crazy. I feel as if I say this a lot in my videos, but each decision that we make in our lives need to be very intentional. We need to understand the consequences. We need to act with a sense of integrity. And cheating is it's a lose lose for everybody. In that moment, you may feel pleasure, but you're hurting someone. And not only are you hurting someone, but you're hurting yourself too in the long run because you're damaging your character. So I definitely don't think that cheating should ever be an option for anybody. If you put yourself in a position to commit to someone, then you just need to be committed to them. And if not, if you don't want to be with them, then let them go. You know, allow them to go be happy elsewhere. But I definitely don't feel like cheating should be an option. It's not worth it at all. I've been doing some reflecting on patterns I learned from my childhood and how they're showing up in my older ages in different ways. But my question is, how much do you think the childhood effects are adulthood? Oh, that's huge. That's a good one. If I'm being honest, I would say that our childhood affects our adulthood. Like, I want to say like 90% of our actual character. And here's why: because most people are not, let's just say, strong enough to understand or to decipher the difference between, um, the traumas that's being passed down and who they actually are. And by that, what I mean is, for example, in my situation, I was raised in poverty, around people who did drugs and stuff like that. But I comprehended what that type of lifestyle would do to me. I carried on traumas, yes, but it was up to me to make a conscious decision to change who I was. And most people, they don't even think to change, they just accept their fate. But they don't have to accept that. That's the problem. A lot of people just assume because they're raised a specific way, or they're built and raised up with these traumas, that it just has to be that way. But it most definitely does not have to be that way. That's where becoming a grown man, or a grown woman, or a leader in general comes in. Because at some point, it's not going to be up to anyone else. It's going to be up to you. Even as a child, when you're growing up, you're going to have to take accountability for your life at some point. So for sure. But I think our childhood has a huge impact. on our adulthood, the way you're raised. I see this a lot with my mom and my sister. This is that's it's huge for sure. I'll definitely show you. I gotta follow your IG or something so I can send them. Yeah, most definitely. It'll be like I took a trip to Bali, but I didn't actually go. But I appreciate that for sure. Jamaica, Cancun, Miami. Oh, Barbados. That's cool. That's fire. Yeah, I've never been to any of those places. I've been to Florida, but I just haven't been to Miami. I've been to Pensacola, and they don't even really consider that Miami, honestly. But that's fire. That's cool. I aspire to travel as much as you have, really. I've done a little bit of traveling in the military, but um, not nothing too crazy. Uh, I've been a few. What's your IG? It's the Blues Clothing. I posted in the descriptions of all my other videos too. I don't think it's in here, but I'll probably type it in the chat for you. I got you. I hope I typed that right. How do you heal from trauma? Honestly, bro, just acceptance. I feel like that's huge. As a human being, you have to learn to accept things for what they are. Accept that you're human. Accept that you have pain and you're gonna hurt no matter what. And a lot of people, the thing is, so we're so stubborn, like naturally. I feel like as humans, we're stubborn, but you have to just look yourself in the mirror one day and just accept everything for what it is. Accept yourself for the human that you are and forgive. You have to forgive them. Whether it was your mom, whether it was your family, your friends, you have to forgive those people for hurting you. Even when I was growing up, I talked about this in a couple of my other videos, but I felt as if, my mom could have done and sacrificed a little more, for us, or to at least see us be able to reach our full potential. But the moment that I truly expanded mentally and I started to become a better person was when I just forgave her. That was really it. I really just forgave her. So you have to learn forgiveness to heal from your trauma. And really, life's just way too short. Life is way too short to just sit around and allow yourself to be bitter or hurt over things that happened in the past. This is hard for me because I reflect on the past a lot, but you have to let things go. Like, if the sooner that you learn to let things go, the happier you'll be in the long run, no matter what that is. No matter what that is, even your successes, because sometimes we could hold on to good things that happen in our life and they stop us from reaching other points that we should be reaching, if that makes sense. For sure. Just followed you. Okay. Yeah. You can hit me up on there whenever, I'm not on there all the time, but whenever I do go on there and check it, I got you guys. A powerful question that really helped me show compassion for others is asking, where does this come from? I love that because we oftentimes see the fruits, the actions, but not the roots. I love that. What leads to the actions? That's true. That's really true. If you understand where things stem from, it'll be much easier to diagnose what's really going on, whether that's with you, with trauma, relationships, anything. You have to look at things from third perspective, point of view sometimes. So I like that for sure. Would you recommend going in the military, or do you feel like everyone's experience may be different? I definitely do feel like everyone's experience will be different. But would I recommend it? It just depends. It just depends on your situation. Because this is one thing that I thought about the moment that I signed my contract and I got shipped, to boot camp. I went to the restroom and I sat on the toilet. And the first thing that I thought about was this worth it? And I thought about everything else in my life that I could possibly be doing rather than being there, getting yelled at. So one thing I will say is that the military should be, I don't want to put it like this because for some people it's an actual career, but I want to say it should be like your last resort, if that makes sense. Don't have all these things set out for your future, like you want to go be a hairstylist, you want to buy property and try to flip it, and then sign your life away to the military, because the only thing that you're going to be thinking about when you're there and you're getting yelled at and you're emotionally unstable is the things that you should have done while you were a civilian and you had your life, because that's exactly what I did. So I would definitely say weigh out your options, if that's something that you want to do. If you're somebody that got to live a little bit more and you've experienced certain things, then if you feel like you want to do more, then I think it's a blessing, because the military definitely changed my life. I wouldn't be nowhere near where I'm at today if it wasn't for the military, simply because they take care of you. I was able to buy a house. I was able to go to school for free. They pay you monthly allowances while you're in school, so you're able to pay your rent. You can take the extra money, invest in, other things that you may want to invest in, entrepreneurship, whatever you want to do. So it really just depends on what you're into. But I definitely do say, I would say it's a blessing, and it's definitely worth it in the long run. As long as you're one of those people that are strong minded and you understand like the greater cause behind certain things, then you'll be just fine, for sure. We recommend one biggest regret. Honestly, I don't really have many regrets, simply because I do things that I know that I'm going to stand on. But if I had to say, one regret, I would say holding on to people longer than I should have. Not learning to love myself first before I try to love someone else. Because when it's time to let go, it's time to let go. I feel like it's so uncommon, because everyone's just, majority of young people are in these unhealthy, toxic relationships. So that'll probably be my biggest regret, is just holding on to people longer than I should have, rather than just learning to love myself. That's so real. Everybody can't go. You have to limit. Yeah, everybody can't go. It's really that simple. And I feel like the thing that makes people so like sad and hesitant is because it gets to a point in life where it could even be your family. It could be people that you love. It could be people that you care about. And you have to learn to cut those people off. And this breaks a lot of people down. I was somebody who, I would just question it a lot, because I wouldn't want to accept the fact that it could be someone this close to you that you just have to, let go or sacrifice in order to reach that next version of yourself in your life. So not everybody, not everybody can go, but that's the price of success. Something got to pay. Who inspires you? Honestly, these days, I'm not gonna lie, really, you guys, you guys definitely inspire me, because it'll be certain comments that you guys put out there, and I just, it just makes me feel like this is like a big family, like how human we are. Everyone can relate. Everybody think the same thoughts, but not too many people are willing to speak up about certain things, or even have the courage to do so, without being afraid to be judged, without being afraid to be looked at as, weird, or whatever the case may be. We're all unique in our own ways, but I definitely would say that you guys inspire me, really, these days. I've never really been too big though on idolizing like human beings. I've always just kind of been, I understand, bro. Like we're all flawed, but you know, sure. Who? That's your. Oh, what's your favorite movie? I don't even know, but the first thing that came to my head is Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump. I don't know if y'all watch Forrest Gump, but I absolutely love Forrest Gump simply because the message behind it is deep. To me, it's somebody who is just looked at a certain way. His image is not of the regular person, but he still goes out and he accomplishes great things with his life. He becomes loved and I feel like that's just how everyone feels deep down inside. We all feel like we're being judged. We all feel misplaced in a sense. But at some point in our life, once we learn acceptance, then we could break through. So that's what I get from Forrest Gump. I love Forrest Gump. That's definitely my favorite movie for sure. What's, what is love to you? Love to me, mm, love to me is definitely mm, it's a lot of things really. I feel like life itself is love. Just the ability to wake up and breathe is. It just depends on your perception. But me, I'm somebody who's like over analytical. So love just it means a lot of things to me. But one thing I will say is that depending on your perspective, it's all around you, even the hate. Because I feel like to hate somebody, you have to love them in a sense. You have to see what's really going on, underneath the lines to even grasp that form of hate. So you still love them on your road to where you are now. You two now. What are some of your biggest lessons learned thus far? Biggest lessons. Okay, now this is huge. I'm telling y'all this because y'all ain't here right now. I got to the point where I was gonna quit, right? And the reason, well, I wasn't gonna quit, but it crossed my mind simply because I'm somebody that needs to feel as if I'm accomplishing something or making some sort of progress in order to feel like I need to keep going. And as you guys may have seen, YouTube isn't something that necessarily gives you that validation right away. It may or may not come. So you can have days where you do really good and you can have days where you're doing really bad. So what I've learned is that you have to be able to persist through those days. You have to understand that that video may reach one specific person that it needs to reach, somebody that may be in tears and shambles that really needed you. And to me, that's enough for me to keep going, just that one specific person. So that was one of the biggest lessons that I learned so far. Because I'm so quick to do something or so quick to want to accomplish something. I just had to learn that, you need to slow down a little bit. It's okay to be stagnant, but you have to constantly be working, behind the scenes. But I can't complain at all. I'm very blessed. And I'm just thankful for sure. But that's really the lesson that I learned. It's so much more. I don't think this is something that I'll ever quit simply because I see the value in it now. And even though I'm doing it for you guys, it helps me. it's like a form of journaling in a way. I have a journal right here, but it's a form of journaling, like out loud, being able to speak. And I don't know if y'all know, but y'all can go back and look on my other videos. But my presentation and everything, it slowly just starts to get better. Because when I first started this, I would just kind of be looking up at the screen, not knowing what to say. But you eventually learn how to communicate. You learn how to put yourself in a position to be heard. And you have to just make the adjustments, whether it's tone of voice and everything else. But I love it, man. I do appreciate it. It's definitely something that I'm passionate about. What is Oh, I already answered that one. What do you look for in a woman? Mm, Character, for sure. You have a good moral compass. Yeah, you have to have a really good moral compass. I really admire people who have a sense of integrity. Like when no one's looking, when you see that no one's looking and you still do the right thing. I love people like that. Whether it's friends, I like people having people like that around me because that's who I am. So I guess you could say that that's what I look for. Amen to that. Man, you feel me? It's really that simple. Finding things that you're passionate about and pursuing them and never stopping. Because if you never stop something, then there's no way that you're not going to succeed. Eventually, you will have a breakthrough. I'm making a video on that right now, actually. So, and that's the thing with me. I'd be so quick to do one thing and switch to the next. I had to learn, like, you just got to slow down, bro. I've been out the military for roughly 3 years now, and I've done probably like 6 or 7 different things, like major things though, like bought a house, got a barber license, degree. So it's like I really had to settle down and relax. And this was one thing that put me in that position mentally that challenged me, and it's something that I've overcame. I'm content with what's going on, so I'm just pushing forward. Whenever it happens, if it happens, great. If not, hey, my mission or my goal is not going to change, but you just got to be able to persist. That's the thing. Yeah, got to focus on the impact, not just the analytics. For sure. Exactly. And that's exactly what it's about. And like I said, I'm a lot deeper, so I'm more critical when it comes to certain things. I'm not surface level in a sense, so I definitely think about the bigger picture, and I understand that, the impact, even the message, it may not always be put out in a way that it needs to be put out, but the message is still there. Analytics is it's cool, like for numbers, if you're somebody that's just trying to reach sky high points, but I've never been that type of person. I've always been the type of person that's been very thankful for what I have. Even when I started this channel and I had 90 subscribers 4 or 5 months ago, even with that, I was fine. It was just about having people that I could relate to, having people that understand me, kind of like friends and family in a sense. That's what I love about it. So it's definitely more so about the impact, I would say. We oftentimes try to change the whole world, but overlook the power we have to change even one person or for the better. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not even necessarily about changing the whole world, just focused on what you can. I feel like so many people, we train ourselves to try and think big. Oh, is this, y'all can hear me? It glitched out. But yeah, like I was saying, I feel like we train ourselves to try so hard to think big, and this often puts us in a space to nearly accomplish nothing, because when you're focusing so much on the bigger picture and trying to do everything, you eventually get nothing done. So I definitely did minimize everything, focus on the little details, focus on that one person, focus on that one comment, and then whenever else, whenever everything else falls into place, then that's exactly when it needs to be. Journaling could be a good video idea topic too, because sometimes I have a hard time finding journal topics. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And to me, I'm not sure what journaling is to you, but to me, it's kind of like, and I'm sure this is how it is for everybody. I'm pretty sure I'm no different, but It's like a one-on-one conversation with yourself. It's a form of therapy. It's being able to diagnose yourself and be honest, because when you're speaking to yourself, you're honest. So it's being able to just lay everything out and just critique, what's going on. So, I love it. I feel like we should be honest with ourselves. We should always have somebody to talk to, even if it is ourselves. And there's nothing wrong with that. I always admire like the quote unquote nerds or weird kids at school. I always admired them because they're so unique. And if you look back on a lot of them now, they're all well off. And it's because they were more open to doing the things that didn't seem cool, or the things that were against society, norms and what everybody put into place for us. And that's what a lot of people don't realize, is that we usually spend too much time trying to people please. But if we just learn to be ourselves, whatever that may be, then life will be more free flowing. It'll be way easier to just grasp and go along with the flow, for sure. Journaling could be, oh, I've already answered that. Mm, how do you handle conflict resolution? Being the bigger person, 1,000%, 1,000%. I feel like the thing about conflict resolution is if you can communicate, you can nearly talk yourself out of anything. You don't have to necessarily be right. You could be in the wrong, but if you can learn how to communicate and to water situations down, this is a skill. And this is what so many people don't realize, is that conflict resolution is an actual skill. And if you master this, you can get yourself out of a lot of things. And not only that, you'll be able to resolve so much, whether that's in your marriage, anything. So you have to learn how to communicate, especially as an adult. We're all adults. You have to have that skill. Much like when we play sports, you might be hustling hard on the defensive and doing the little things right, but the things don't always show up on the sideline, but they make a huge. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, you hit that right on the money. Exactly like in sports. hmm And a lot of people won't notice it, but eventually over time, things will start to make a difference. And that's what you have to see. You have to think long term sometimes. Most definitely. K Dot, he said, "Do you play sports?" No, I don't. I did play sports in high school though. I'll still occasionally play basketball. Like the other day, I was playing, but yeah, I like sports. It's cool. I don't really watch it because I'm one of those people. This is gonna sound weird, but I'm one of those people where I feel as if it doesn't involve me, like if I can't actually go out and make an impact on it, then I don't really want too much to do with it. I don't know if that makes sense or not. So, long story short, I don't watch sports or nothing like that, simply because I can't really go out and just go to the NBA. But it's cool though. I don't have a no crazy favorite team or nothing like that. But I did play sports in high school. That's why I still work out now. If I would have started this channel probably back like 8, 9 months ago, I was actually big. Now I'm a lot slimmer. It's summer. I'm probably like 181, but I used to be like 197. I was pretty big. That's crazy. What's your what's your favorite inspirational quote? I have so many. I like books, and what I'm reading right now, see, I didn't forgot the name. I just started, but I like books. Off the top of my head, my favorite inspirational quote would probably be, and I'm gonna say this because I just made a video on it a couple days ago, but if you keep doing what you've been doing, then you're gonna keep getting what you've been getting. It's simple, it's straightforward, and it's true. So many times in life, we tend to act clueless as of where we're going in a sense of direction, but we don't take the time to realize that we've been repeating the same patterns and repeating the same things that are getting us the exact same results. So you have to change something. You have to make some sort of adjustment in order to get a different result. That's what it is. But I love that. I think that's a quote by Steve Harvey. Or Steve Harvey said it. I don't know if he was the one who actually made the quote up, but he definitely said it. What have you learned from being single versus a relationship? Um, okay, to make this very simple, when you're single, you find yourself. When you're in a relationship, you find ways to help build the next person up in a sense, or that's what you should be doing. So for me, when I was single, I completely redefined who I was. When I got in a relationship, you need to understand how to put yourself in a position to continue to allow the other person to grow. Because what we usually do is we get in these relationships and we get complacent, we get comfortable, and we slowly start to fall off. And then over time, I said it earlier, we lose a sense of ourselves. So a relationship just teaches you a lot, you know, about how to love somebody. It's a whole lot. They don't see the 20 minute. They don't see the 20 minutes making sure audio is right or the frame like the things that genuine, but they don't see it. They can feel the effort even if it's. I love that they can feel the effort even unconsciously. Yeah, no, that's for sure. They don't see that type of stuff, but you know, people only show you what they want to show you, and that's why I feel like as a human being, it's good that we always be considerate. I've done videos on this before. Even when you're outside, if somebody does something like cut you off in the road, you need to just take a split second before instinctively acting in anger. Take a second to think about what that person could possibly be going through. They could have been on the phone and somebody in their family could have passed away. So that's why they cut you off. And in that moment, you may not have known that. But if whatever the reason may be, I feel like we need to always first be considerate of what could possibly be going on. Um, I love books too. Currently reading The Subtle Art of Not Giving it. I've never read that one, but I'll definitely look into it. I feel like books like that are super good, simply because it puts you in a different headspace. It takes you out of that that normal way of thinking. You know, this image and everything that society puts on us, and puts you in a completely different headspace, and it allows you to think outside of the box. So I love that. Would you donate to help me get a ring for my girl? What's up, Michael Baller? What's going on, bro? All right. First, let me say this. I don't know you, Michael Baller, but tell me a little bit about your situation before I want to say what I want to say. Just so I can better understand, like, how old are you? Where you from? How long you been with your girl? And then I got something I should tell you for sure. And said that's so true. They only show you what they want you to see. Yeah, that's just what it is. But, I've accepted that. That's why I try my best to just be as well rounded as possible. You know, there's little things that you should always include so that people get that sense of humanity and that feeling like you're an actual person, you know? Even if in your videos, like sometimes I had to learn this, if I stutter or if I mess up on pronunciation, bro, like leave some of those things so that people understand what's really going on. We're not perfect. That's what I get from it, and that's something that I would always like to do. So most definitely, another really good book I've been listening to recently is The Obstacle is the Way. The Obstacle is the Way. I love that one. Now that would be a really good video idea because the obstacle is definitely the way. It's not the easy route. It's not what we want to go, for sure. I'm 26. I've been with my girl since sixth grade. The proposal has been long overdue, just tight on money and expenses. I definitely just want to get her a ring she deserves. Okay, this is one thing I will say, Michael. But if you really serious, bro, like we'll talk more. But this is one thing I will say: if you're 26 and you want to marry your girl, I want you to understand that there is no time limit on love at all. It doesn't. It's not like you just need to up and marry her simply because you guys have been waiting this long, bro. You need to understand that you and her are in love, and it's way deeper than a piece of plastic or a piece of metal. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, if you sit down with your woman, especially since you've been with her since sixth grade, just remove the fact that it's overdue from your mind. Sit down and talk to her and let her know, hey, this is what's going on. My love for you is one of one. I'm not going anywhere, but you see where we are at financially. I'm gonna do everything that I can to make this happen for you, but I want you to know that it may take a little time. And any woman that you've been with, since sixth grade or whatever the case may be, she would understand that. She'll respect you. So, you know, I'm not one of those people who just think that you need to just up and get married. I believe that whenever you are ready and you have the finances and everything that's available, then that's when it should happen, bro. But um, that's just the way I view it. I know that you want to up and get married and make it quick, but don't rush it, bro. Because I'm really in the same boat as you. I'm somebody who would love to be married, but if the finances don't present themselves, then there's just no point in trying to rush it because I feel like marriage is something that is patient. Love is something that is kind. So you want it to be all of those things. You don't want to try to rush yourself into it, and now you're missing pieces to the puzzle. Because let's say that I was to up and help you get a wedding ring, right? There would still be certain things that are missing that you're not even capable of doing simply because your finances aren't right. Whether that's emergencies, whether that's let's say the ring size didn't fit and you had to go back. It's just you need this type of currency for anything. So whether that's the perfect wedding, whether that's the perfect dress, whatever that may be. If I were you, bro, I would just wait a little bit. If you need any advice on making more money or putting yourself in a position to make more money, then all that boils down to is just what you're willing to sacrifice to get what you want out of your life. You got to sacrifice some time. You got to work harder. If you got to work two jobs, then work two jobs. If you got to work three jobs, then work three jobs. But if you don't have it, bro, it ain't no. You don't need to rush. You don't need to rush, bro. For sure. I would love to hear their advice or anything you have to say. Yeah, Michael, if you got any more specifics about it, let me know, bro. But off the top of my head, that's really what I think about it. That's really like that's real because you really got to take that into account. And this is, and I'm gonna say this because this is how I trained myself, bro. I want y'all to know that I'm human, bro. I make bad decisions. I put myself in positions where I have to deal with certain consequences of my actions at times. So I'm gonna be transparent on here with y'all. When I first bought my house a year ago, I believe, I had to, down deposit and everything else. I didn't understand what came with that. I didn't understand the expenses. I didn't understand the renovation, prices and all of that to get the house, organized and set up, staged in order to be rented out. So I did all of that up until the point where I felt drained financially. And then I had to play catch up. And what this taught me is that it's better to not rush something simply because you may have a general idea of what you want. It's better to be patient and wait on you know, the the right time where you have all those pieces aligned. And you need to think of all the worst case scenarios, like the worst things that could possibly happen in that situation. Because, like I was saying, Michael, if I was to just give you, like, I don't know how much a ring is, like $1,000 or $2,000 for like the perfect ring, and the fact that you said perfect ring, I know that you want it to be something special. So if I was to just give you that type of money, it would do more harm to you in the long run than it would do good. Yes, you would have that ring, but you wouldn't have been able to experience the things that you need to experience as if you were to work for that money. If you were to get another job right now, your character is going to skyrocket because you're working day in and day out to provide for your family, to get your wife that ring that she wants, rather than it just being a handout. So I'll say all that to say that that's why me personally, even when I said the thing about my house, I didn't reach out to nobody. I didn't ask my mom for nothing. I didn't ask my family for anything. I accepted things for what they were. I understood that I wasn't in a position to be doing certain things anymore. And then I capitalized off of my mistakes or off the position that I put myself in. But one thing I do want to say, Michael, is congrats, bro. Congrats on you and your wife. Y'all gonna be okay. Y'all gonna be all right, bro. But like I said, just sit down and talk to her. I know y'all love each other, but don't rush it, bro. Because I want y'all to have the best, marriage that y'all possibly could have. And whenever that may be, is exactly when it needs to be, bro. And shout out Oregon, Michael. Shout out Oregon. I've never been there. It's better to make sure you do it right over doing quick. Exactly. Most definitely. Do it right over doing it quick. That's real. I like that. See? 100%. Thanks, bro. No, you already know, family. You already know I got you. Yeah. And really take that in, though. Like, there's nothing wrong with being able to ask for stuff, but you should mentally train yourself to the point where you understand that nobody is going to come to your rescue. Because once you know that no one is going to come to your rescue and no one's going to come save you, this puts you in a position to react and actually problem solve. This puts you in a position to be more critical and think outside the box so that you can change the course of what's going on in your life. Even if you're somebody who have a big family where people may be there for you, it's not always good to accept the help that's presented to you. Sometimes it's okay to just actually allow yourself to experience what you need to experience so that you can grow. Because me, I'm all about growth. I could have $0 in my bank account right now, this very moment, and I would not call a single person and ask for anything because nobody else put me in that position besides me. So what am I going to do? I'm going to work and figure out what I need to do to solve my problem because it's not anyone else's fault that I'm in this position besides mine. That's so true because I'm in the process of trying to purchase a home, and it's so much I learned along the way. Yeah, that's real. That's real. So many people just they think that, and it is definitely a great investment, but I would definitely say just make sure that you're ready for the responsibilities that comes with, doing stuff like buying a home. Because I most definitely, it definitely caught me off guard. It caught me off guard. And property like investment is more so about the long run. If you have money that you could put into it, then great. But you definitely have to be thinking long term when it comes to property and investments. I would love to talk sometime over the phone someday so I can explain myself. Yeah, bro, I got you, Michael. Just shoot me. You can shoot me on a text on Instagram. I'll put it in the chat again, bro. I'll shoot you my number or something, or we could talk over Instagram, bro. I got you. Most definitely. I'll put that in there right now. It makes the ring worth more when you have to work for it. Exactly. Because you know what it took to attain it over to fall into your lap. Because when we get easy, we value less for what we work for. Exactly. What we get easy, we value less for what we work for. Yeah. And that's one thing that a lot of people don't realize is that when you do the hard work, it's going to mean what much more to you than something you get handed to you. So I definitely agree with that. And there's nothing wrong with it, bro. There's nothing wrong with getting married at 28 or 29 or 30. like I said, don't put a time frame on it. Even if your girl is somebody that, or not your girl, your wife is somebody that, I want to get married. Sit her down, talk to her, let her know, and be honest and be truthful. Because this is your wife. This is somebody you're gonna be with for the rest of your life. So you need to be able to be transparent with her. Let her know the current situation. Let her know you're not going nowhere and you're doing everything that you can to make that happen for her. And in due time, it's gonna happen. Because I know you're not gonna give up on your family, and she'll be all right. She most definitely will be all right. But yeah, like I said, bro, shoot me a text on Instagram. I got you. We could talk, sometime this week or something for sure. Communication is the air needed for a relationship. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, you've been putting some crazy stuff in here, like your words and the way you formulate everything. You dang near need to start a channel for real. But no, that's real. Communication is the air needed for a relationship to thrive. Healthy communication. Because some people act as if they know how to communicate, but it's not in a healthy way. I used to do this a lot, but it's all about your presentation before anything. Presentation, tone of voice, all of these things are top tier. Man, I'm glad I'm tapped in. Thanks, guys. Of course, bro. Most definitely. You know, I don't know when y'all usually be on here. This was just a random live that I just got on, but if y'all got specific days where y'all available and y'all just want to talk about life, bro, y'all can comment under my other videos and I'll make sure to be on here those days because I do this for y'all. I like talking to y'all. Y'all like my family, so most definitely, most def. I recently heard someone say communication is our partner, clarity is our friend. I love that. That's real. That's real. You like mental health check-in. Yeah, like yeah, exactly. Like mental health check-in lives. Like everybody just check in, and it's like a big diary live. We all just spilling out everything to each other. What's going on? What happened during the week? Hard times. It's like, yeah, I definitely love that for sure. If I could speak as well, I could type. I'd be running from the president. If I could, that's funny. Hey, work on it. You never know. You never know. But it's something that you just got to put in motion. Really, you gotta start somewhere. You could do something because I see you have the wisdom. And the thing that I love about, this community so much is just because we're all like-minded. Like in my present environment, I don't have friends or family like you guys. Like I don't have people that understand and think how I think. So this just makes me feel like a lot like I'm surrounded by a bunch of me's in a sense. That's why I love y'all. Are you a night owl or an early bird? To be honest, I've been a little bit of both. Recently, I've been up at night, so it's like but I definitely prefer the morning. I like waking up early, starting my day at 6, and going to the gym, doing what I need to do, taking care of everything. So I like the morning. I'm an early bird for sure. I like taking care of all of my business the first half of the day, and then the second half of the day, I could do stuff like just chill and hang out. Or look, like get on here and talk to y'all for sure. How do you keep mental clarity? By finding an outlet, finding something that you do to detox yourself mentally. There was this famous quote. It was by somebody. I don't know if you guys watch other YouTubers, but there was somebody named, I believe his name was Dan Coe. And he used a specific example when it comes to our mind. He said that our mind is, uh, I forgot, but he said something along the lines of how we need to treat our mind as if we would treat our room. Our room could get cluttered, it can get dirty, but we constantly need to clean it out. We constantly need to reassess or move things around so that there's more space for us to think properly. So for me, I just find an outlet. I try to do things that I love. And I'm somebody that thrives off of helping other people. So if I know that I can help somebody else reach another point in their life, regardless of what that was, or regardless of what that is, overcoming something, then I feel good. I like helping people. I like giving back. That's just me. That's just who I am. So I like doing things like that. I know. Sure. I'm probably gonna be on here for like 10 more minutes, y'all. I know in New York it's late. New York it's probably like 12 o'clock. I'm in Cali, so it's almost 9. So y'all got any last things, any last questions? We could chop it up for the next 10 minutes if y'all like. How do you keep mental? Oh, I already answered that. Walk us through your day. Okay. I wake up now. I think I've been waking up at 7, roughly. Wake up at 7, 7:10. First thing I do when I get up is I'll eat my little snack because I'm getting ready for the gym. So I'll eat my snack, which is I made a video on it. It's like overnight oats, honey, blueberries, some fruits, and then I'll go over my scripts that I'll things that I want to make videos on for you guys. I'll record the videos right after my breakfast, which usually takes an hour. Right after that, I'll go to the gym. I'll come home from the gym. I'll eat my first meal. I'll shower. Then at that point, either I'll take a nap or I'll start editing those videos. But if I take my nap first, then I just edit the videos when I wake up. So then I'll edit the videos for you guys. After I finish editing the videos, send them over, and then I pretty much just go visit my family. My mom, she lives probably 5, 6 minutes away, so I'll go visit her, and that's pretty much my day, bro. Honestly, it's nothing too crazy. I don't really do anything wild on the weekdays. I usually try to stick to my routine and my schedule. So, what is success to you? Success is seeing my loved ones well taken care of. Whatever that may be. Seeing my mom put up, not having to worry about paying rent. Seeing my sister and my family living happy lives, healthy, happy lives. That's what success is to me. It has little to do really with anything that has to do with me. It has everything to do with everyone else. I love my family a lot, so I just want to see everyone else happy because I understand that I'll be okay. I'm mentally strong enough to endure whatever life has in store for me. But that's what success is for me, bro. Did you like Houston? I want to visit again. I heard it was good food spots. Honestly, Houston is really cool. You know, um, I heard that it's like a party city. I didn't get to experience any of that. I was kind of just more there for business, not necessarily like leisure time. But Houston is cool aside from the humidity. They do got some good food spots for sure, though. But if you're into like partying and stuff like that, I heard Houston is really good. Like their nightlife. I didn't get to experience it, but I heard it's cool. I went to Top Golf there though. It was so beautiful. It was like a perfect sunset. It was amazing. If you haven't been to the Top Golf out there, when you go, definitely go to Top Golf. For sure. Did you like? Oh, I already read that. When one person helps another, they indirectly help themselves, not in a monetary way, but in knowing they ease another's pain, and one lifts another also lifts themselves without it knowing. Yeah, exactly. I love that. I really do. And what I love about it, really, is that I feel like things need to be mutual because you can only help a person so much in a sense. Like if that person is fully aware of what's really going on, then that's a plus. But like I said before, you could do a lot of damage in helping people. You could do a lot of damage. Just think of, times where, you may have been growing up. I don't know about any of y'all, but in the household that I was raised in, you know, my mom did everything that she could in order to see her kids happy. So what comes with that is being spoiled. But when you spoil and you do so much for somebody, eventually people can start to take advantage of you. And what this leads and translate to is when they go out into the real world, then they'll act with this form of entitlement as if someone owes them something simply based off the way that they were raised. And then they eventually become lost because they realize that that's not how the world works. There's nothing wrong with helping anyone though. I love it. I do whatever I can to, help the next person really, if I can. But you just have to understand the difference between helping and then harming someone. Because like I was saying earlier, if I would have gave Michael whatever he needed to get his wedding ring, that would have done way more harm for Michael in the long run. And even he understood that. So I'm just glad he understood that because he could have took it personal. He could have been like, "Oh, this guy doesn't want to help." But I'm glad he was somebody who was more open minded and heard me out because it's true. Even if I was going through that exact same problem, I wouldn't have put myself in a position to ask someone, even my mom or my closest family. It's just not how you want to get it. How do I gain hope, bro? You gain hope by having hope. The moment that you believe that it's possible, whatever you want, is when those things will start to manifest into your life. That's all it is. It's just a form of manifestation in a way. Put yourself in a position to be more positive. Put yourself in a position to understand that the things that you really do want out of your life are most definitely possible, bro. And if you can't find it within yourself, try to hang around like-minded individuals. Like, for example, even someone like me. Just naturally being around someone like me, you would have a sense of motivation and hope for the future just because of the way that I think it will start to rub out on you. So I'm assuming if you're somebody that may not or lack hope, you probably aren't in the best environment. The people you're around aren't pushing you to be the best version of yourself. So, you know, that's what I would do, bro, to gain hope. And as long as you're waking up, you have a chance. As long as you're here, you're still breathing, bro. There's an opportunity for you to get whatever you want out of your life. So that's really how I do it. Very true. For real, for real. Some people are there to fill your cup, and some people are there to drink from it. But knowing the difference is true knowledge. That's real, and that's huge with life. This is like very true with relationships too. You got to just see it through. You got to be able to read people. That's why I feel like it's key to life to just be a student more than anything. Yeah, we may be full of knowledge. Yeah, we may think that we know it all. We read a couple books, whatever the case may be, but you have to always be a student to life. You have to always be able to read the room and figure out what's going on. I know you guys probably heard the saying, they say the weakest person in the room is the loudest person, you know. It's good to be observant. It's good to be able to take things in, rather than just always assuming that you have the answers and you know everything. Because then you'll be put in a position like that. For sure. Love the necklace. I appreciate you, family. I appreciate you. I just got this actually. It's just a silver necklace, really. Sterling silver. Nothing too crazy. But I'm probably gonna get another one soon. And I probably am gonna get I probably am gonna get a tattoo soon. I just cut my hair, so I'm feeling like doing something different. So I might do something different. With hope, you have to be able to see past your current situation. For today might be terrible and tomorrow might be worse. But if you can see a better day past all that, you'll find hope. See, exactly. I love that. And one thing that really stood out to me about this quote or whatever is the fact that today might be terrible and tomorrow might be worse. Because all this says is like, just because it's bad today, it doesn't mean that tomorrow is going to be good. Tomorrow could be just as bad or even worse. So you have to really program yourself to think like that. You never know when the good days are going to come. You never know when your current situation is going to change. But you just have to have that hope for your future. You know, the sun is going to shine again, no matter who you are. It don't matter if you had 150 terrible days in a row. You can get to that 151 day and it could be the best day of your life. You just got to see it through. You got to have that, that courage to keep going, because, you can't give up. That's why I always say, if you can't find a motivation within yourself, you gotta learn to find it, in people, or for other people. When I lose hope for my future, when I get at low points in my life, I realize, like, man, I still got a mom that's alive. I still got a family, a sister that need me. I got to keep going. I can't quit. I can't quit on the people that love me, because I can't live with that. I can't live knowing that I gave up on those people that cared about me, bro. And we really got to train ourselves to think like that, because when we're doing it just for us, it's easy to lose motivation. Sometimes we simply don't feel like doing it. Sometimes we don't have the energy. So it happens, bro. But when you're doing it for the people that you love and that you care about, you can't give up on them. It can't rain forever. One day it will eventually let up. That's real. Exactly. The sun is always going to shine. It's just going to take a little time. But I appreciate y'all, man. I'll stay on this thing forever with y'all. So it's 9 out here, so I'm going to get ready to log off. But I appreciate y'all. I love y'all so much. I appreciate you for tuning in. I'll be going live more. I think I'm going to start titling it mental health check-in. And, y'all will really pretty much know just come in here and we'll just talk. But, I love y'all. I think right now you're the only one in here. So, I appreciate you for tuning in. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Y'all have a great night. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.